Alright, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a settings video, just like going over my settings. And then in the description I'll have some links to some like YouTube videos for custom res and like the green crosshair you see. Yeah, just all of that stuff. I don't know why my shit just alt tab, but yeah, so like the NVIDIA control panel for like the custom res if you wanna custom res, like a stretched res or something like that. And also my crosshair, like the green crosshair thing you see. Fixed crosshair if you want one, if you want that as well. Yeah. All that stuff will be in the description. Starting off in the gameplay tab, interact prompt style. Interact prompt style needs to be on compact. If you have it on default, it's gonna take up so much of your screen while you're trying to loot. You're not even able to see where you're looting. And if like you're trying to fight people and then you just have all that shit in the way, it's gonna be so hard to aim. But yeah, have that on compact. Button hints, it's just the hints like by my portal and my guns. It's like the button hints there. I like it because then it shows people that I'm on M&K. So I have them on if you want to have them off. Personal preference, whatever you want. Crosshair damage feedback, if you have it on like X or with shields. X on your crosshair and also the shield icon below your crosshair. Which I feel like is just way too much visual clutter, so I just have it on off. Damage numbers, you want to put that on stacking. That way it just adds up. You don't have to count it. Ping opacity, I have it on faded because I feel like when it's on default, it's way too hard to see the, like, it's just jumping out at you too much. Obituaries is your kill feed, you want to have that on, so you can see, like, people are dying, like, in your lobby or whatever. If you're trying to third party a fight, then you definitely want to have that on, because you can see, like, if one team got a knock or something. Mini-map rotation, have that on off, it's personal preference. Weapon auto cycle on empty, have that on off. You want to be in control of your gun, maybe you want to reload and you don't want to actually swap. Yeah, I have that on off. Auto sprint, I have that on off. So that just means I have to press shift if I want to sprint. If I just press W without any other keys, I'll just walk, press shift, and I'll start sprinting. If you want to have that on, you can have that on. Just like when if you have it on, then your gun, your PK, like if you're sprinting, or to shoot, it takes longer to shoot your gun. I just feel like you're in more control of your movements as well. You have it on. You have it on off. So double tap to sprint, I have that on off. That just means like, yeah, I just have it on off. I don't want to use that. You can use that. Jetpack control, I have that on hold. That's only for Valkyrie, so if you don't even play Valkyrie, you don't need to worry about that. Coming damage feedback, I have that on 2D. That's when people are shooting at you. See how it's 2D there? 3D has the arrows. So yeah, that's basically what that does. Yeah, I have that on 2D. Because I feel like you don't need 3D is too much visual clutter, so I just have it on 2D. If you want it on 3D, then go ahead and put it on 3D. Taking damage closes death box or crafting menu, have that on off. If you're trying to armor swap, then it will put you out of the death box, which you definitely don't want. Off-screen portraits, those are like your teammates, like icons on the side of your screen. Way too much. I don't really like how that looks, so I have it on off. Hop up, pop up is like if you have a turbocharger on your Havoc, it'll like give you a thing over here that like tells you what the hop up does. I don't really need that. I just have it on off. Preload, I have it on off. That'll like make all the names like Wraith 514 in the kill feed and all that. If you want that on, you can have that on. Anonymous mode, I have that on just because I don't know why not. Usage sharing, I have it on disabled. This just like sends data. Yay. If you want to give that to them, go ahead. Performance display, you want to have this on at all times. It shows you your ping and FPS. You have it off. I mean, there's no reason to have it off unless you're trying to hide like a super glide CFG or something. Club invites, whatever you want. I have it on enabled. Communication filter, I have it on everybody. Reticle. I have a white reticle because I have a custom crosshair. And laser sight is also on white. 255 for everything. Colorblind mode, I have mine on Eutropia or whatever it's called, the third one over. Either that one or Trinopia is a good one. Tritopia, however you say it. Either one of those are good. I've just been experimenting with this one because it changes your like your digicolor to blue. And it also changes the like armors to a little bit of a different color. If I put on a purple one and change it over, a little bit of a different color. So yeah, I mean, just play with that whenever you want. And all this stuff is, yeah, I mean, have all this on off, unless you need it. Mouse and keyboard. Alright, so I play 1600 DPI and 0.5 in game with 0.9 ADS mouse sensitivity. It's like not the fastest sensitivity in the world, but it is. I feel like it helps with your aim, especially at the 0.9. Like it's way easier to have control over your guns with it. If you want a higher sensitivity, you could try it like 0.8, 1600 DPI with fade runs. Or you can try mine if you really want to. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you wanna use. Mouse acceleration, have that on off at all times. Mouse invert, I have it on off. Plant mouse sensor to game window, I have that on, so my mouse doesn't accidentally go into my second monitor and alt tab me. Lighting effects, this is for your like mouse and keyboard. I have those on off. And now let's do the keybinds. So move forward, you know, WASD or your normal. My tap strafe bind is on scroll, so when I want to do a tap strafe, I scroll down. And for my like super jumps and bunny hops, my spacebar, I have that on scroll up. I can scroll up the jump. If I want to like go over here, I can do super jumps. And that's also what I use, obviously, for Manta jumps too. Yeah. Also for bunny hops, all you have to do is just scroll. Yeah, I do not have a crouch toggle. My crouch hold is on control. And then I have C for super glides. So, oh, I didn't even press C. When I'm doing super glides, I'll press C in space. You could also use V if you really wanted to, but C works best for me, so that's just what I use. So yeah, I use C, you can use V if you want, but tactical ability is on Q. Ultimate ability is on mouse button 4, which is the bottom mouse button, like the one closest to my hand. E is for interact. Alternate interact is on X. Inventory is on my 5th mouse button, which is the top one. Tab is for the map. Attack is for left mouse button. B is toggle fire mode. Right mouse button is aim down sights hold. If you want to do toggle, you can. I just personal preference on that. I just use hold. Melee is F. Reload is R. I do not have a cycle weapon bound. Equip weapon 1 is on 1. Equip weapon 2 is on 2. Holster weapons is on 3. Grenades are G. Survival item is T. Healing is 4. I do not use like the individual heals. I just use the scroll, like the wheel, the health wheel, this thing. So deal with that. Spec weapon is B. Ping is N, and push to talk is Y. Controller, I do not play controller, but if you want some settings, 4-3 linear, way to go. I mean, video settings, I have full screen on with a stretched res 1610 1728 by 1080, 50% brightness, 110 FOV, FOV ability scaling, you want to have that on disabled. And sprint view shake, you want to have that on minimal. VSync, have that disabled. NVIDIA reflex, depending on your PC, you can put that on enabled or enabled plus boost. Anti-aliasing, I have that on none. Adaptive super sampling is also on disabled. Texture streaming budget, right now it's on none, which just like makes the ground all Play-Doh-y and clay, and it also does that to the guns too. If you don't want that, then I would either put it on 2 GB or 2 to 3 GB. I wouldn't go any higher than that. And then everything else in here is on, you can just copy these if you want, but they're all on none or disabled or the lowest they can possibly go, except for model detail, which is on high. And audio is just 100%. I've pushed the talk on, and the only audio thing I have is sound effects volume. Everything else is just on 0. You could put this on like 20 or something if you really wanted to. It's like when people ping and stuff, but I feel like I don't want that playing when I'm like in a fight or something, so I just have it off. And yeah, that's basically everything. I'm gonna link videos down below for the crosshair, stretched res, and I'll link my auto exec, or not my auto exec, my team launch options down there if you want those too. Alright, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just put them down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one.